More cover-up by Sadiq Khan's City Hall as the lives of people in London, especially young children, are at risk due to the toxic dust of the London Underground. Welcome back to the show, everybody. This is another story that I've been waiting for the past day or two to see if the mainstream media is going to pick it up or not. So far, absolutely nothing. Not really any analysis, any proper scrutiny of what's going on in London. Now, the London Underground is having some issues. Toxic dust has been going on for a long time, and Sadiq Khan's certain policies haven't really helped, especially since Boris Johnson left office as Mayor of London. Now, Guido said that Sadiq Khan's office are spinning the London Underground toxic dust, that they're claiming it's safe. It's absolutely fine. But scientists are saying that the legal levels risk cardiovascular damage, especially when it comes to children. So their hearts are at risk. And of course, when you have Sadiq Khan's PR officers and all the comms officers going out there saying, well, everything seems to be okay, even though, as we said, the high levels of iron oxide particles anywhere, let alone in underground, with all the tunnels and everything else, is going to be completely dangerous. They're claiming it's fine. Scientists say it's not fine. Now, who do we believe? Sadiq Khan or simple basic scientists who know their stuff? Now, the reports are continuing to come out, but at the same time, we have the Mayor of London who's saying that Londoners deserve to breathe clean air wherever they are. Well, thanks for telling us this, Sadiq. He says, well, that's why, this is actually from his office, that's why the Mayor is taking action to improve air quality, both above and underground, and within central and outer London. For too long, not enough was done to tackle tube dust. But since 2016, under the Mayor's direction, TfL has enhanced tunnel cleaning practices to reduce tube dust, increasing the amount spent by over 30%. By doing this, the tube dust has already been reduced by around 20% when measured at the platform and nearly 40% when measured from the driver's cab. TfL monitoring has shown that dust levels on the tube remain well below the limits set by the Health and Safety Executive, HHE. So this is the line from the office of Sadiq Khan. And now we know that when these particles, the level goes high and it gets close on a regular basis, you have to be on top of it. They think if they just tell the public, we are spending more money on it, then we should feel safe. It's the same argument that successive governments have used for the NHS, saying, well, if we just tell the public that we are spending more money on the NHS, then they will feel safe that it's working. Even though it's a bottomless pit, you keep throwing money at it and you're wasting it on the idiotic contracts and mid-management and all the executives of the NHS with high salaries and diversity officers, and the money doesn't really get spent on the things that's needed. But you can't really just go out there and say, well, we've increased the spending by 20% or 30%. Just don't worry about it. Everything's fine. But it's not fine, is it? Now, Sadiq Khan's spokesperson also claimed that the tube dust is actually just primarily made up by iron oxide. Now, iron oxide is not currently known to be a carcinogen or have any significant health impacts. Okay, it's not really true. And Guido said that it's well known that airborne iron oxide particles, particulate matter, is a danger to human health. We actually have a report, according to the US government's National Center for Biotechnology Information, iron-rich air pollution and nanoparticles are an environmental risk factor for myocardial, mitochondrial dysfunction and cardiac oxidative stress. So we know this, and we got all these images from the US government and their report on these issues. They're saying that obviously exposure to particulate air pollution is a major environmental risk factor for heart issues, mortality, and obviously morbidity. Now, that's one issue of it. But the problem we have is that the levels are not really checked on a regular basis. They're just saying that they're spending more money on it. And they're claiming that since 2016, they've been doing more. But in reality, they actually haven't. Because we are seeing that a potential rise when it comes to the level of danger in the London Underground. And with more people going out there, it's an airborne problem, and more people in there, you're going to have more risk. And the threat is actually out there when it comes to young children. And the fact that the Mayor of London wants to completely stop people using cars and everything else, and force people on the London Tube or buses and everything else, more people are going to face more risks because of this. So heart issues might go up because of these policies, but we don't really know exactly if the TfL is on top of it or not, because these levels could get close to high, and we're going to have more patients for the NHS, unfortunately. We'll keep you guys posted on this issue. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.